My name is Josh Breslow, and I'm here for the next several hours to bring you all of your top stories and live events from across the country and across the world. We are following this developing story coming in out of Phoenix. Take a look at this video from our Fox 10 Phoenix team. Several people shot, another person stabbed over at Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. All of this playing out overnight. I do want to bring in Dominique Newland with our Fox 10 Phoenix team, joining us live with the latest from the airport. And Dominique, there is a lot to this situation and really still a lot left to figure out.
There is, Josh. Good morning. 3 crime scenes, really, to be exact, and unfortunate news for travelers on Christmas evening. Not something you want to hear, but the good news is airport operations have returned to normal. No flights were affected, but this is a look at what we're seeing so far. So we're here in Terminal 4. If you are headed to B and C gates, currently blocked off, as you can see, right behind these gates, there's an evidence marker. There's crime scene tape up, and we've seen investigators go back and forth taking photos due to this triple shooting that happened last night. And just beyond these gates, if you're not familiar with Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, is those gates as well as restaurants and some other shops. So this is affecting employees as well. We've seen this morning who have called in for work. So as we head this way, that was one of the crime scenes I showed you. There's going to be another off to our right that's currently blocked off, and a Phoenix police officer currently guarding this scene. So let me give you a little recap what all happened last night. This happened at around 9:45. Phoenix police airport officers, they responded to a restaurant here within Terminal 4 outside of the security checkpoints for reports of a shooting. And you may have some video from that scene last night. And that's where they found a group of people who got into a fight that escalated to one person pulling out a handgun. Now, officers found 3 victims, 1 adult female, 2 adult males suffering from gunshot wounds. Those 3 victims, they were taken to a local hospital. We're told the female, she currently has life-threatening injuries. The 2 males, they're listed as stable, non-life-threatening. But officers at a separate scene in a parking garage, they also found an adult male with a stab wound as well as a juvenile female. They were both detained in that parking garage. And what we know so far, Josh, is currently no arrests have been made, but all the weapons have been retrieved in this case. But last night, when all this was happening, you know, airport operations here at Terminal 4, it was temporarily closed, as well as the Phoenix Sky train that a lot of travelers use to get to different terminals. That was paused here at Terminal 4 just as a precaution due to the many crime scenes and just the amount of people that were involved in this case, a total of 5 that we're hearing.
All right, Dominique, yes, so much to this investigation here. We're going to stay in touch and, of course, gather the latest information as we get it. Dominique, thank you again for being here with us.
You bet. Thanks, Josh.
And I do want to take you out to some of this video that also came in from our Fox 10 Phoenix team. You can see police there on your screen tackling a guy wearing no shirt that is also at the airport over in Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. Again, they take him to the ground and then take him into custody. Police saying this was unrelated, but also kind of related. They do say that this guy apparently showed up because he received a text message that said that there was an active shooter inside of the airport. They say he showed up with weapons in an attempt to take down that active shooter. Again, you can see him on the ground there. This video provided by Fox 10 Phoenix as he is handcuffed and taken into custody. Police holding a news conference a bit earlier on this morning to break down all of this here. I do want to play it for you on Live Now from Fox.
All right, everybody all good? Yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for coming. I just have some brief information on what we can tell right now. First of all, I'd like to tell everybody, the community, that this incident has been resolved. It was resolved very quickly. There's nobody outstanding. We are not looking. We do not believe that there's any suspects out there outstanding. I want to put everybody at ease. Of course, this is scary. It was Christmas evening. Everybody's trying to get home. You know, 100% the community was pretty concerned for this. What happened today was about 9:45 p.m. airport officers who are stationed here at the airport got a call of a possible shooting at a restaurant outside at Terminal 4, at a restaurant outside of security checkpoint. Officers were on scene fairly quickly because they're here at the airport. Officers arrived on scene and they located 3 individuals believed to have gunshot injuries. A short time later, as other officers were arriving, 2 other individuals were located in the parking garage. 1 individual is believed to have at least 1 stab wound. He was taken to a hospital. 4 victims have been taken to the hospital. And 1 juvenile female has been detained. We're still combing through who and what everybody is. What I can say is that all 5 individuals that are involved in this incident are all known to each other. No community members or visitors were injured outside of this group individual. What preliminary information right now is that a group of known individuals engaged in a physical altercation that took place here at the outside a restaurant. The altercation escalated when somebody produced a handgun, and that is when the injuries took place. I'll give you guys a quick update. So we have 1 adult female who is listed in critical condition. She's in it is life-threatening still at this point. 2 adult males are listed in stable condition, and the adult male that had the at least 1 stab wound is in stable condition. It's very early stages. Just wanted to give you guys that information. I am aware that there was a secondary incident that occurred at the airport, completely unrelated to this. From my understanding, that incident was this man received a text message that he believed there was an active shooter at Sky Harbor. This was not an active shooter, there never was. And he arrived at the airport with firearms. I don't know if, don't know what all of the meanings there are, but he is detained. He is going to be booked into the 4th Avenue jail today for several charges. They're still doing interviews. That's still taking place. That is unrelated to this. He got in an altercation with a police officer. The officer was not injured, but there was an altercation. And again, not related to the incident. Nobody was injured during that incident, and that man will, when we have that information, obviously they're conducting the investigation. There'll be a booking number. We'll give you that information on this gentleman, not related to this incident. That's all that I have for now. Like I said, we just finished the briefing. I don't have a lot of details. I will hopefully have a media advisory with the information that I provided that I can send out hopefully within the next few minutes. I just got to finalize it. I wanted to come get you guys some sound. I'll take some questions. The
juvenile female, is she considered a suspect? Was she fully arrested?
Not at this point. It's so early. Nobody has been interviewed. Investigators just got a briefing, so this was part of the ongoing investigation.
Did they work here, or were they traveling all together, or what was the deal with why they were at the airport?
Details of the ongoing investigation, we haven't gotten to that part yet. Investigators just got the briefing from the taking over the investigation, so all of that is taking place right now, and hopefully that information will be part of the what we learn.
And I know they're known to each other. Do we know relation, or
yes, I do believe that this was a family dispute that escalated.
Were they local? Do you know? I mean, I know she kind of asked that, but were they local?
I don't have that information. I do believe that they do have local addresses here. Yes.
Sergeant, what time did the call come in for the original?
About 9:45 p.m.
Now, the secondary incident that you said was unrelated. At about 11:30, we saw Phoenix PD just behind us here dealing with a shirtless man who was taken into custody. Was that the separate incident? Are you aware?
I don't have a clothing description or information on that incident, but I do believe that could be the incident that we are talking about.
Was it just Phoenix Police who responded, or were there more agencies involved?
Just Phoenix Police, from my understanding.
How long do you think this is going to be closed off?
I'm sorry, yes, that was the other part. So operations at Sky Harbor were temporarily halted. Everything was resumed fairly quickly. Any information on any delays or anything like that will have to be, you'll have to ask the airport PIO, but as far as I know, operations returned immediately. Nothing is being affected right now. This is just being rerouted. From my understanding, nothing is shut down right now. Complete airport operations are functioning.
Can
I'm
you?
talking about the food court area that you guys have left.
This food court area, it's all of the restaurants are closed right now. I don't know how long that area will be closed, but obviously that's part of the investigation. So I would say sometime.
This is maybe a dumb question. I know you can't bring weapons, guns past TSA. Are you allowed to have guns in this part of the airport?
No. No, but you haven't gone through TSA yet. So.
Yeah. So, but it's still not allowed outside of TSA?
I have to look up the codes, yes. I should have asked an airport officer about that, but they did not go through TSA yet. I would not recommend bringing guns to an airport.
Did you recover any weapons?
Yes.
So what kind?
I don't have the information on what kind of weapons, but yes, weapons have been recovered.
And I know you've kind of already been over this, but just walk me through it one more time because we got a couple different locations, right? We've got here, the parking garage, and then a secondary incident away from here. Is that all correct? You just walk me through the locations?
Right. So the incident is believed to have taken place here. Two of the individuals that were involved in the incident were contacted in the parking garage, and the individual that was unrelated that came to the airport because I don't know what he was thinking. That's a separate incident that happened out here somewhere.
And now, did he have any? You found weapons with him as well, or just with the initial incident?
I do believe that this individual did have a weapon.
Was the motive that he came to stop an active shooter, to kill the shooter?
Those interviews are taking place, but I imagine that's separate from this incident, so that is being taken care of now. He probably will be booked, and hopefully we can have a booking number in the morning for you guys on that, and you guys can look up.
Do we know if anyone was under the influence here?
I don't have any of that information.
But to confirm, they were all family members or all knew each other?
All 5 of the individuals that were involved in this incident are known to each other, yes.
And are they from Arizona or Phoenix?
I don't know if they're from Arizona. I do believe that they are locals. I can't say that for sure. We haven't gone through all of the backgrounds and identifications and all that.
So the people that are known to each other are related to the shooting and the stabbing, but not the secondary.
That was all one physical altercation, yes. All 5 of those individuals. The individual that showed up at the airport is not related to them, has nothing to do with this incident.
And I'm sorry, you said the stabbing took place in a garage, parking garage?
No, that is where he was contacted.
Okay. Can you share what garage?
Terminal 4 garage.
So the stabbing is believed to still have happened here, and he was just trying to leave?
I don't have that information. That's part of the ongoing investigation. We should know that after the investigators conduct their walkthroughs and do their interviews. All right. Thank you, guys.
Just one more time, just for the record, just say and spell your first and your last name.
Sergeant Myra Reeson, MAYRA-REESON. I'm a sergeant with the Public Affairs Bureau with Phoenix PD.
All right, that was a briefing held overnight, really just a couple hours ago, by Phoenix Police as they provide more information. But as you heard from Dominique over at our Fox 10 Phoenix team, this is still a very active investigation, and there's a lot left to figure out. As of right now, it does sound as though 3 people were shot there at the Phoenix airport, 1 person stabbed, and then in that unrelated situation, you had a guy who police say showed up at the airport apparently with weapons after hearing via text that there was an active shooter at the airport. So he did show up with those weapons and was tackled by police. You saw it there in the video. They are saying this is unrelated and there was no active shooter inside the airport. We'll stay in touch with our Fox 10 Phoenix team and bring you more details as we get them.